Oh my God, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Hope all of you are having a great day. It's time, it's here. The Cybertruck has arrived. Yes, it's true. The Cybertruck is here and it's insane. Let me tell you guys, every picture, every video means nothing. Everything you've ever seen on the Cybertruck means nothing until you see it in real life, until you drive it. It's so much more insane, so much bigger, and seeing it next to like regular vehicles is mind-blowing. It's so much different than anything ever made, and I don't know if it's ugly or cool, maybe both. Like for me, it is hideous, but kind of neat, so I don't know what you call it. But either way, I commend Tesla and Elon for building it, because I really thought when I saw designs for it and renderings, I thought there is no way they're gonna make that truck look anything like that. There's no way it's going to be legal. It's not gonna work. It's for sure not gonna be stainless steel, but they did it. And it's bulletproof. You can shoot it. You can drive around in a normal vehicle that's not armored, but you could get into a gunfight theoretically and maybe come out okay if they're not using rifles. Stainless is cool because it's got that shock value, but it's not practical. And I think the black with the black wheels and the black body molding, I think that looks really neat. I think it looks even more futuristic with the black as opposed to the stainless, and it's less like a DeLorean. And it does come from Tesla this way, but remember, it's not actually paint. This is a wrap. Some bad things about it, because it's a wrap and because, you know, it is a Tesla, there are some imperfections, which I'm going to talk about. I've noticed already. This is a brand new Cybertruck, not used, not abused, not like a press car. This is a owner car. And you can see like here on the windshield, what's that about? That little thing there. Here, wrap is coming up, if you can see that right there. You can see that. Now, for a wrap job, it's good. I've seen a lot of wrap jobs. The deal is with a wrap that even if you try your best and do a really good job, it's never going to be perfect because it's a giant sticker on a car. So as far as wrap jobs go, this is not a bad one, but you're always going to see stuff like that. And it sucks when you think you're going to pay, when you think about the fact that you're going to pay 100 grand for a car and you want a different color, it's not going to be perfect. There are lots of areas where, to me, it's kind of annoying. This, you know, that's like the first thing I saw. So I have to talk about it because when I got in the car, in the truck, I was like, what's up with that? Like, it's all wrinkly and not good. So it's a Tesla. They do have their build quality issues. The other thing I thought, with the front end being a giant flat panel, it's gonna eat rocks all day long, and a wrap just will not stand up to rocks. So I'm guessing as time goes on, you put 10K miles on a Cybertruck, that front end wrap is gonna be chewed to bits. Now, I won't go over every quirk and feature because Doug has that covered, and I think other people have that covered. Doug has a great upload already out on the Cybertruck from like a week ago. Check it out if you want. That goes for the inside as well. I'm not going to talk about every little thing in there because it's been done, but there are a few things I gotta talk about because they are so insane, like the windshield wiper. It's insane. Like, until you see it in person, you don't know how insanely girthy it is and long it is. It's about 4.5 feet. It is hilariously large. Also, on the back, you have the tailgate, which is kind of small, and the tonneau cover, and that's how you access the bed. It's not doing well. I'm not pressing the button in, like I'm holding it the whole time, and it's stopping. So I don't know if it's breaking. I'm not sure actually right now. Tesla stuff. But the lighting is cool, the track system is cool, and it's got a lot of room, but not any more than a regular pickup truck. Like, I would say you get the same room in this, a little longer maybe, but more narrow for sure. So you get, I'd say, the same room in the Cybertruck as you get in a crew cab short bed truck. The lighting is also really interesting. Now, to get in, no door handle, hit the button. Pretty easy, that does work. And you can see the bare stainless, like your washing machine there on the inside of the door. But you can hit the light button on the wheel, hit it on the screen, and now the lights are on, and they are bizarre. Like, the tail light is one big bar with two little things on the end. That's the tail light, tail lights. And the front is really cool. I like the front, I gotta say. I think the front is neat. Look at those lights up there. That full light bar, turn signals, the ambers. It's striking, I'll say. One other negative, he does have the really cool Cybertruck center caps. I like that. But the wheels are not done. They weren't supposed to look like this. They had that cool cover on them. But in typical Tesla fashion, at highway speed, the cover, the plastic cover, that did look really cool, was catching on the tire. Yeah, I think it'll look even cooler with those hubcaps on. For now, they all come with those wheels, which aren't awful, but they do kind of look boring compared to the rest of the truck. Back to the inside of the truck, not a whole lot to talk about because, well, it's a Tesla. They are bare and minimalist by design, and the front is, well, pretty empty as well. Cybertruck graphic is pretty cool, and you control everything with, and I like this, it looks like it's welded on. It might actually be like a weld. I think it is. That's really cool. But you control everything with this. So if you want the front open, you hit that. Popped open, you can hear it. There it goes. And the little Easter egg, you may have seen this. Hold on, let me turn this off. That's loud. Oh my God. Okay, so if you remember during the reveal of the Cybertruck with Elon, he threw a baseball or something at it because he was like, oh, look at my windows are bulletproof. And then it shattered. And it was a funny moment, you know, very memed moment. And they actually included that as an Easter egg in the truck for the actual, like, customer trucks, which I think is really cool. You know, he can laugh at himself. It was a funny thing. And oh man, it didn't go through. I like that. But yeah, you can open the tailgate. Open. That's open. And yeah, that's a really cool way to operate the vehicle. And you can see there what the wheels should look like eventually at some point. Crank that up. Oh, you can see it. POV hat is on, you can see. But to get in and drive, you can use the Tesla credit card key, but really, you might as well use the app. You can do everything on the app, controls, you can open the frunk with the app. Look at that. That's pretty cool. You can drive it with the app. You don't ever need the key, or you can use the key if you don't have your phone. So it's kind of cool. You have multiple ways. Can you close it from the app? I can't see. There we go. It's hard to see with the camera in front of me. But I can see, I can drive though. Don't worry about that. I just can't see like down. Tonneau cover up and down charging. You can do all that with your app and the phone. That's pretty neat that you can control. You don't ever have to worry about like, oh, where's my key? As long as you have your phone, you don't need it. But we'll get in and take her out, boys. We're going to take her out. Now, you guys know I'm not an EV guy. I don't know where the key is, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't think this was really cool. Now, my only thing is, the things I think are neat, like the looks of it, the quirkiness, the weird things that I just love right now, will those get annoying over time? Like the quirky, fun things now, in a year, in 3 months, will that be annoying? I don't know, but for now, I do like it. I am slightly ashamed I like it this much, but it's fun. Look at the turning radius. It's 20 feet long. It's as long as a full-size pickup truck. And look at this. Like, I don't know if you know how small this circle is, but it's small. It's just so, the whole thing is crazy. And it's also weird that there is no noise. Like even a quiet car, you stop and you can still hear like the engine, there's rumbling, there's nothing going on. It's quiet. Right back at it. You do have the yoke-ish wheel Not a yoke, I guess, but it is it's a full circle, but not a circle. Very responsive though, with that one-to-one, I guess you'd call it, where every input is immediately giving feedback. And when you turn, like, you can turn wild, like wild you can turn. Look at this, in this little driveway entrance you can turn around, and it makes it very easy to drive, really, it does. Gina drove it, she loved it.
Ew. Ew, listen to it.
It sounds like Iron Man.
You don't like it?
I don't love it. It feels like every EV. It doesn't have any like unique identity. It doesn't feel like a truck.
I love it.
And I just don't know. Like, I'm not, let me be clear. I like it, it's fun. No, like I said, I think it's cool now. I just, I don't know how long it would be cool to me.
It'd be cool to me for a really long time.
All right.
Forever.
Well, that's fair enough. Even though it's huge, and it is big, like, don't get me wrong, it's a little lower than a truck roof, but it's long, and it's a huge vehicle, very heavy, like, it's pretty wild. And with that, with the weight and the size, when you floor it, it's way faster than it has any business being. Oh my gosh. Now, this is not the Cyber Beast. This is the regular Foundation Series Cybertruck. So it only has, you know, 700 horsepower, something like that. But it's enough. Like, it gets really going. Now, again, it's not a plaid. It's not, you know, like mind-blowing, but it's quick. Really weird, too, to drive it. You don't ever use the brake, like, ever. Maybe if somebody, you know, full stops in front of you on the highway, but when you drive it around, you don't need the brake because it's got the regen braking. So all you do is let off the gas. Like, if I'm gonna turn here, and it slows down dramatically. Now, the brake lights do activate because it's telling people behind you, obviously, to be safe, that, hey, you're slowing down. I'm slowing down. But, you know, you don't ever actually need the brake. As a non-EV guy, you guys know I very much love my engines and noise, sound, I like all that. This is the first EV I've driven that I could see owning. The Hummer was neat, but like kind of crappy, to be honest, it was. This is not. It's way better in every way than that thing was. It doesn't have any character. Like, it feels like every other EV, every other Tesla. It's cooler on the outside, and I like that, but it really doesn't have any soul. And that might sound dumb, and for a daily to get you from point A to point B, you might not need that. But for me, long term, I would need that because I think I'd get tired of it. I need something else. I need something there, you know, to occupy my mind. But it's really not bad. It operates well, and it's the cool hot thing right now. I have driven a lot of vehicles, guys. I'm a lucky person. I have driven and owned a lot. I'm not so sure if anything, Lambos, McLarens, all of it, I'm not so sure if anything has gotten more attention and more looks than this. Will that last? I doubt it, but for right now, if you want the hottest thing, forget a Bugatti or anything else. Just drop 170 on a Cybertruck and you're a celeb. The build quality is suspect, needs some work, but like I said at the beginning, I'm glad it's here. Like, I am glad it does exist. I'm glad Elon built it, and I'm glad he stuck to his guns and made it look like what he wanted it to look like. I am truly not sure how it's legal. The front panels of this, like, if you hit somebody with that, you're gonna slice them up. I mean, it's really crazy. It's a sharp angle. It's a sharp, thin piece of metal. It's essentially a knife. So I don't know how it's legal, but I mean, I heard my entire life, guys, as you have too, when you see a cool concept car, it's like, oh, well, it's not gonna look like that because, you know, regulations and lighting regulations and all that. This thing comes out, cannot be safe. The mirror doesn't work because the cover is over the window. You know, I don't know how it's legal, but I'm glad it is. I mean, it's cool. I just, I don't want to ever get hit by one. Tunnel blast! Yeah, overall, man, it's neat. I do love the windshield. The roof, the big windows makes for a very open drive, and I think it's awesome. And I did see some people talk about like the A-pillar being in the way. I don't find that to be the case. It has a window in it, and you have the windshield there, the window here. Like, if you can't see a car there, you might need glasses. Yeah, in conclusion, will the Cybertruck work as a real truck? Like, if you tow stuff and haul stuff, no, because you put a load behind it, the range will go to trash, and it can't haul a whole lot. But will it work as a truck for what many people use a truck for? Yes. And I think it's pretty darn good. I think it says a lot about the Cybertruck that I like it. So guys, those are my thoughts on the Cybertruck, but I want to hear your thoughts. Do you love it? Hate it? What do you think? Okay, boys, we are moving on from the Cybertruck, a truck that I'm sure many of you hate and many of you love. We're moving on to a truck that I think you'll all love, and it's right here. I know you got a sneak peek in the last upload, but let me officially introduce you to our new dual giveaway truck, our ZR2 BISON. Roll the montage. Yes, our coolest dual truck giveaway ever is live now, but the catch is it ends on the 24th. Very short, and there won't be a bigger multiplier than there is right now. So don't wait, get in before it's over, before you forget. This is a life changer, boys. Both come with 50 grand as well. So if you want to get entered for both trucks and 100 grand in cash automatically with everything you buy, enter right now at 717supply.com. But if you don't know, they are mechanically identical. The GMC AT4X AEV and the ZR2 BISON. Now, AEV outfits both, but they only use the BISON name on the Chevy. I don't know why, but you can see BISON logo right there. They just don't have BISON on the truck, whereas on the Chevy they do. But they are mechanically identical. They both have GM's DSSV Multimatic suspension, which is epic, rides amazing, and is built for going off the road. You can see the blue and gold. They both have the locking diffs, and they both have the insane ride height. These trucks are not lifted, that's stock, and they're huge, and they have the off-road skid plate protection underneath. So mechanically, they are identical. Same engine, trans, modifications, all that, but the styling is where they are different. From the cab forward, from here forward, they are totally different. Different fenders, different hood, different grille, different lights, and that means, yes, AEV had to make different bumpers for each one. Now, when I bought the Chevy for the dual, I thought, no way can it beat the GMC, but in the front end, I gotta say, boys, I think the Chevy looks a little bit better. The bow tie is cool, the lighting is cool. It looks a little, just to me, a little bit more aggressive. And I guess that's the point. The GMC is supposed to look a little bit more refined, and the all black helps too, but my goodness. Both look epic, although I do have to say, I think the Chevy has the front end on lock. However, the GMC has the rear here because the GMC has, in my opinion, a better light, a better tail light. I like that better than that. That looks a little bit more old school, but both are pretty much identical, and we did the same mods on each one. The bed cover on the Chevy is gloss black, and the bed cover on the GMC is more gray to match the accents on that. So little details. I tried to make each truck look cool in their own way. Now inside, again, functionality wise, the same. The only thing, I'll say, the only thing that one has that the other doesn't, that's an actual advantage, is the GMC has those massaging seats. Bummer, I know. But the Chevy has a different layout. I actually like the Chevy's big tray here because I do a lot of snacking. So for me, this would work a little bit better because they put the trailer brake controller down here. You get a much smaller area for your French fries and burgers. And also because that big engine stop start button is there. You sacrifice space for the fanciness. And yes, the GMC is the more fancy one. Like this is wrapped in leather. You get the white piping. It's a little bit more upscale, but it's the same underneath. Like it's clearly plastic, right? Underneath, like every truck. And I'm not ragging on GM. It's an HD truck. It's built to work. That's how they are. But yeah, it's not like it's not like one's a freaking Rolls Royce and the other one is a Hyundai. Like it's not that different. The GMC is supposed to be the luxury one, but really they're about the same. Again, the only thing is you get the massaging seats with the AT4X. Both amazing, both come with 50 grand. You can't lose on this one, boys. Whether you win the GMC or the ZR2, you'll like it for sure. But make sure you enter right now. We have all kinds of awesome new stuff on the site, new shirts, the fast food keychains are back, new shorts. We have all kinds of really awesome stuff on there. You will for sure find something you like. At least check it out. But I think you'll find something you'll like to wear or use. And every item gets you automatically entered for both trucks and 100 grand in cash. Link down below. 8 days left to get in on our coolest dual truck giveaway ever. I'll tell you what though, after spending the day with the Cybertruck, kind of getting used to it, I walked back in here and I got shocked back into reality because these trucks look great. And look, maybe the Cybertruck really is the styling of the future, but I don't know. You know, will we look back in 10 years and say, wow, these trucks looked so outdated? I don't think so. I think we'll look back and the Cybertruck will be a failed experiment, but I could be wrong. What do you guys think? Big thank you to my buddy Ryan for allowing me to borrow the Cybertruck for this upload. I did order one. I have no clue where it is. If you want to see that Cybertruck, make sure you check out the information down below. He is hosting a charity event this weekend at Porsche Mechanicsburg. Use code STREETSPEED for a discount on the tickets. All proceeds go to the Lymphoma and Leukemia Society. It's not a for-profit thing, it's a charity event, and the Cybertruck will be there if you want to see it. Again, huge thank you to him. And boys, that's about all the truck stuff I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this upload a big thumbs up. Take care and have a great night.